everybody, my name is Sherry. Welcome to my stamp studio. I have a fun vintage, it kind of gives me 40s vibes, card for you today. And I have a list of things to do, and one of the things to do is to use all of the stamps. I've used the vast majority of the stuff that I have. Not everything, but a lot of it in my try it class, but I haven't stamped with a lot of the stamps because we don't use stamps in that class. And then I have a couple of stamp sets that are in the mini catalog or were a January online release that I haven't used yet. So I need to use those before March is here. I really want to play with the March stuff because, you know, that's what happens, right? We get new stuff, and even though we have stuff that's still new, our focus kind of switches. So I have that goal. So over the next few days, I will be showcasing stuff that is in the January mini or January online exclusives. But before I get going with that, I don't often reopen classes, but I am going to reopen my Easter Joy class for just a very short time. So if you're on my email list, you can get all the details there. You can go to my website and click on the class link that's in the blog post for this card and get the information. It was a free class with purchase, and it just went out in the mail yesterday. The videos are up. I haven't sent them yet. So it was free. Buy the suite. You will need the suite to complete the projects. But I know I have a lot of demonstrators that follow me. And so several of you have asked if I'm going to do a video only. So I will do a video only, and I will also open it back up to free with purchase, and the details for how many days, because it's not going to be many, because I'm not going to cut the paper more than one more time. So if you do the free with purchase, you will get the supplies. If you do the videos only, all you're going to get is the videos, and then you will need all of the stuff to complete it. So I'll just give you a real quick. We made this little box. We made this little card here, and then the spinner card. So those are the three projects. It was a short little class because, I mean, how many Easter projects do we need, right? And those are all, the great thing about this suite this year is it's a great mix and match. The paper will work, the stamps work, you can switch it around. It can be spring cards, it can be Easter cards, whatever you need. So it was a really fun class, so I decided to open it back up. Again, if you get video only, all you're getting is the video. There's no PDF. It's a 45-minute video of the three projects, and it has the measurements and everything included in the video and then underneath the video. If you do the free with purchase, then you will also get the supplies mailed to you of the things that weren't, like the thick white cardstock, the little card spinner. That stuff will all come to you, and then you'll use your suite. So for today, I am going to use Joyful Squares. I got it out. I really wanted to use the stamps because I really wanted to use this and this one. And it is Friday, and I have a ton of stuff left to do, but I need to get this video done. So I have one for the weekend. So as it stands, I ended up just using the dies, which if you took my dry class, we used the dies in that too. But I'm using different dies. In that we use the little note clipboard holder and the little ornate corner rounder. We're using different ones today, and I will use the stamps because I do love them. The card came together without the stamps, and I was like, well, it's kind of busy, there's no place to put a stamp, but I did need words that weren't those words. So this is Lovely Arrangements. Again, I have not used it. It will be coming. And I used the Happy Birthday. I'm not going to count that though as using the stamp set. And then for the paper, this is in the Easter class, and I have used it on a couple of different, I think it's called Pastel Shimmer. There's no little thing in here. So on this one, I am using, it comes in 3 colors. In Pool Party, Pretty in Pink, and maybe Daffodil, maybe Duckling. Sometimes the yellows confuse me. Good at our blues and our greens. Pinks and yellows, even the oranges sometimes can confuse, but it's very pretty. So we're going to just use these 2 colors because there's no Pool Party. Oh, maybe there is. There's not on the snippet of paper I chose. So then the star of the show, besides the dies, is this fun paper. And this, in my try it class, this was one of everybody's favorite cards. And everybody's was different because of the way the paper is. So you can see there's different sheets. This is a small one, so it has all small squares. And then this is different than this one. This one's pretty. I could have used that. This one's I like a lot of them. And don't they have kind of a 40s wallpaper? I could wallpaper my room in several of these designs. And then the back is either lines or, and then there's a big sheet, which I am going to need. So I'm going to use this one on the back of it. There's more lines. So we are going to cut out, this one's really cute. And the kind of cards that you could get are totally different, right? This is kind of, this could be on a guy's card. Today's card is not a guy card. But it's fun to have one packet of paper. And you can use it for scrapbooking. I don't scrapbook much. So obviously I'm using mine on a card. So you just trim out the square that you need. You could trim them all and just have them ready, but there may be a time when you want to use a piece of paper that has like this or this. This one would be really pretty to keep those together. So I'm just trimming them out as I need them. Oh, come on. Of course I didn't get right to the edge because I'm talking. There we go. Just snip that off. So we have the roses. And then for my other snippet, I'm going to use the squares. And I'm going to use this little one right here. So I'm just going to stick this in here. See if I can get it this time without having to snip it. Flip it around this way. And we have that one. So that is the designer series paper. I think this is called Square Snippets. Maybe it's called Joyful Snippets. I think it's called Square Snippets. It's in that same section. So we have this. Then I have some colors I probably wouldn't have put together, except that they're in the paper. Not in this one. There's no garden green in this one, but there's garden green in this one. And then this may be a new color that's coming out called Hydrangea Hue. So a sneak peek on some upcoming in colors, because it's not cloud cover, which I thought maybe it was. It reminds me, if you've been with Stampin' Up for as long as I have, as almost amethyst. Remember that color? I loved that color. But it does have a more purple tinge. But what's great about 40s vintage is that all the muted colors kind of go, right? So I have a sneak peek for you. I'm going to use the daisy folder. So I'll show you the things I'm going to cut out. Here is the way I'm going to use these dies. So the dies come like this. There's also a circle that goes in the middle, which at first I was going to use a circle, and then I decided you're putting way too much on this card. So I am going to take this just to trim up the edges of our little square, and then I'm going to feed it back through my cut and emboss, and I'm going to take out this middle here, and then we're going to use the roses that are on it. And then this will cut out a pink frame. And then it gives you a great square here. And here's my square from before. So on that square, and I ran 2 because I was going to use 2. 2 was too many for the card. As the corner rounder. This is not the fancy one. It's just the plain one. And it has that. And I'm going to have this little scrap of the yellow to stamp on. And then after I'm done, I'm going to put cutting. I'm going to put this in here as well and run this piece through. So hang on, let me do that, and then I'll show you everything. So all these have gone through. How stunningly fabulous is this when it goes through? Because it kind of pokes through the paper a little bit. So those flowers. See here where it kind of pushed the paper through? My hands are so dry. And then here is the cloud cover. Now when I cut this one out, it gives you this piece that I'm just going to save because I already have the quarters from another one. So that gave the frame. Here's this frame. And originally I did it this way because I thought maybe you'd be able to see some of that underneath. You cannot. But then I realized I did need some roses. Instead of having to cut roses out of another square, these are perfect. So you can arrange this when you put this on here just a fraction over, so you get all of the pink one, and that will be the one that goes on top, and then these other ones can kind of hide behind. So let me cut those out. All right, so I have the happy birthday that I pulled out of the lovely arrangement, and my little scrap piece here. I don't know if it smears because I didn't try it. I would imagine this paper takes a little bit longer to dry, so I was kind of careful with it. Stamping it in Secret C. I'll just let that dry. That's the only stamping on the card. I did consider splattering it with some Secret Sea because sometimes I like a little bit of a darker color to kind of ground stuff. But then I decided, yeah, it already had enough on the card. So this is Garden Green. The cloud cover piece, you know, a standard layer, front layer would be 4 by 5 1/4. This one is 4 1/8 by 5, and what other 1/8 is more than 5 1/4. I would know if I was looking at my paper measure, because that frame is big, the largest square, and I wanted it to fit. So this needs to be as big as it can be to kind of go on here. Now when you're working with this, a little tip is to only put adhesive on 2 of the sides, which is plenty to hold it on your card, but it also makes it easier for you to hold it when you put it on. So here's the 2 sides that have the sticky, and so grab it from the 2 sides that don't. If you have it on all 4, when you go to work with it, it sticks to your hands and it's kind of hard to move because it's a little bit fragile. I'll put this over here, and then that way we'll have a whole section over here where we can see those really pretty flowers. And same thing with this. Just put your adhesive on 2 of the sides. Oh, come on. I just used up one. I have like 3 of these laying around, and they all tend to run out at the same time. So this is just going to pop on here. And see, I touched the side with the sticky. I don't know why I did that. And then for this part, I'm going to use dimensionals. So I'm going to add those to this part. Again, this folder is very, very deep. So especially on the designer series paper, it makes it a little bit fragile. So instead of ripping it when I put an adhesive on it, if you use glue, it's fine. You could put it on that one. And then I like this blue to be up at the top. Just puzzle that back in there. It's the same size because it's the same die. Now to add our flowers, I've cut them out. Here, where some of them were on the edge and they were square, you just cut the shape into it. Like this leaf went off the side, so it wasn't all the way on there, but that's fine. We can just cut it. And they're gonna get laid on more leaves, so it'll be harder to tell. Just giving them a little bit of lift and body. And then this one is our front one because we made it so the whole thing was flip 2 of the leaves up. And then I'm gonna add dimensional to this one, and we'll start it over in the corner. And then on this one, because I want to slide it underneath, you need to make sure that you add your dimensional up at the top. Because if you put it down at the bottom, your sliding will raise up the yellow one too much. So we want all of this square to disappear and just make it look like it's a bouquet back there. And then I'm going to add some ribbon. This is Secret Sea, and it is the open weave, bordered open weave. So just grab some. Then I'm going to kind of do it in half, and right here in the half I'm going to put some adhesive, maybe. It's not great when your adhesive is running out to do this technique, because so we have that. I'm going to add some adhesive right here. Flip that one back up, and then this one I'm going to put some adhesive on the back. So you don't have to know how to tie. You can just fake it. So then we have a little bouquet of ribbon. Add some adhesive right here. And our other flowers are going to cover this up. I have more ribbon on this one than I did on my other one. I'm going to use my dimensionals on the paper this time. That way I know they're hitting the ribbon, and they'll help hold that down. Push that on. And then I'm going to use I don't want to touch this in case it's not dry. My little photo corner. I'm going to move to glue because I need it for that. You could use your seal as long as you know that it's dry, but because I'm not 100% positive how long that paper takes to dry. And I just made this card and then I immediately started filming. So even then I don't want to touch the other one. I don't want to smear it. We'll add that photo corner up there. And then when you don't know if something is dry, it's really easier to just put a line of this. Just add it here. Until it dries, we'll just put this little block on it. And then for my embellishments, I'm going to use two. I'm going to use the tiny bead trinkets, and then I'm going to use the brushed brass butterflies because they're retiring. I was very sad when I found that out because I do love them. I feel like we've had them for a long time. They've become kind of a staple. And when I do a flower card like this and I just want a tiny bit of an embellishment, it's perfect. So let's do one here. But I am going to mix them with the bees. I don't have enough of this under here. I know there is some. It just needs to sit a second longer. Stick. Get a little butterfly. So I've got 2 butterflies. I'm going to do 3 butterflies and 2 bees. It's always good to make sure all your butterflies aren't going the same way. Otherwise, it looks like they're heading off for winter. And then the bee trinkets don't have adhesive, so we do need to get some adhesive for those. I'm just going to do 2. And the same thing with the bees. Make sure they're not all flying the exact same way. And see that I tend to do that. So let's do that one up just a little bit. And then remember where I put the... Make this bee go down. He's heading down to the flowers. Perfect. Isn't that fun? What a fun little card. And it was one of the, you know, sometimes I come in with a plan. I know what stamps I'm going to use. I have like an idea in my head. This one had nothing. I didn't know what stamps, what paper. I was like, pick something new. This was the front of the new stack. And I did intend to use the stamps, but then once I got going, that stuck, yeah. So here's this one. Look at all the fun texture. I love this here. I was very tempted to put this piece back in the folder, but then I thought, sometimes less is more. Here's my other one. They're going to be all pretty much the same because you're using all the same paper and you're not stamping much. So there you go. If you're interested in my Easter class, I will put the link down below this video for this blog post. And then on that blog post, I will have a link to the Easter class. Have a great one. Bye.